law. That's what we did. He saw we infracted the law. Hello?
Yes, sir.
But I guess what actually we had a break. we had a clean break. Y'all had so it's a violation of the Torah. That's what she said. Because remember, the one that come out first is the inheritor.
Right.
So since he came out, that was a violation. So you ain't gonna believe what happened with that, Boston. You know what happened? We had to clean it back up. Because you know what happened if you have two sons? And if it be one from the beloved and one from the hated, and the first one come from the one that hated, it don't distract or take away from the firstborn. He said the right of the firstborn is his.
That's right.
But see, what happened here was a problem. And this is where you'll learn to pay attention how he did this, because it's going to be an issue now, okay? The midwife was actually, as I'm reading, I'm helping y'all out. What happened here, she picked up something. This was an infraction. This was a violation of the Torah, okay? Because he came out first, which put him to be the inheritor. Now, we can do something about this. What we can do, I'll call it, I will disinherit you. Now you can see what happened in the gun. Oh, amazing. How's I gonna get about it? How's I gonna get past that? Mm-hmm. Oh, I know this is kind of hard for you, isn't it? I know. Let's pick up the 20th chapter, book of Bereshit. Bereshit chapter 20. Make it 21. 21 and 8. Bereshit. Why we in this Bereshit today? Listen.
The Yali grew and was weaned, and Abraham made a great muhad on the yom that Yasakak was weaned.
Y'all hear what happened? The child grew. And he made a great muhad in the yom when he was born. When he was weaned, I'm sorry. Listen.
Now Sarah saw the ben of Hagar, the Mishraite, whom she had born to Abraham mocking.
Mm-hmm. See what it says? She saw him marking. Y'all saying marking is imitating, mimicking. Listen.
Therefore she said to Abraham,
what did she say?
Drive out this maid and her ben.
Drive out?
This maid and her ben.
Tell me why, son.
For the ben of this maid shall not be in heir with my ben with Yasakak.
Listen.
And the thing was very rosha in the of Abraham on account of his ben.
It don't seem right. It don't seem right. What happened?
But Elohim said to Abraham,
what did it say?
Let it not be rosha in the because of the lad and because of your maid.
Not because of the lad or the maid. What happened?
Whatever Sarah tells you, Shama to her call.
You hear that? Whatever she tell you to do, listen to what she told you intelligently. And what happened?
For through Yasakak, your Tuladad shall be Shem.
See that? Let's pick me up at 3 and 21. Bereshit. Bereshit 3 and 21. I got more folks in the hall I got in him. I thought we cleared that up about the dome. No, don't worry about that. Don't worry about y'all. Listen. No, I know they got baby. They got them out there. Go ahead.
Yahuwah Elohim made garments of skin for Adam and his Isha and clothed them. Mm-hmm. Then Yahuwah Elohim said, Behold, the Ish has become like one of us.
That's what he did.
Knowing Tub and Rosha, and now lest he might stretch out his hand and take also from the os of Kai and eat, and Kai Alam.
Live forever.
And therefore Yahuwah Elohim sent him out of the gun of Adon, to cultivate the Adumah from there which he was taken. So he drove Adam out.
What is that? What kind of car that was?
So he drove Adam out, and at the Kadim of the gun of Adon, he stationed the cherubim and the flaming sword whirling around to guard the Darak to the os of Kai.
That's what he did. So how many of y'all don't know what happened? Hand. Don't know. Oh, that's amazing. Let's say it again. 21. 21 and 8. Listen.
21 and 8.
21:8, Bible sheet.
Yes, sir.
Listen.
Get it. The Yalik grew and was weaned, and Abraham made a great muhad on the Yum that Yasakak was weaned. Now Sarah saw the being of Hagar, the Mizrite, whom she had borne to Abraham, mocking.
So and mocking is imitating. Don't you know he saw that Adam was imitating Yahushua? That's how you had to learn the story. Pay attention. Crushed it, dusted. Listen.
Therefore, she said to Abraham,
What did she say?
drive out this maid and her
What
being.
kind of car that was again?
Drive out this
I wonder
maid.
where she got that from. That was so you would know what happened to Adam. Because I saw him mimicking. I saw him imitating. Listen why.
Drive out this maid and her being, for the being of this maid shall not be an heir with my being with Yasakak.
Had he stayed down, that would have made him an heir with Yahushua. So he had to drive him out. So he couldn't get the inheritance with him. I don't know if folks thinking. Yasakak came out before Ishmael?
No.
After. So did Yahushua. That's why he had to drive him out. He couldn't be an heir because he already saw he was mimicking. Notice he drove out him and his mama. He drove out Adam and his wife.
That's right. Yeah.
Because don't forget, the man and woman heirs together.
Yeah.
That's why I had to get them out. That's why I tell you, you had to pay attention to when you read it. See, we done read it how many times?
Gazillion.
How many times? We thought about it like this?
No.
That just show you. Because you know what you taught to do? Just read it. What it say? That's what it means. You couldn't possibly know what you're doing. She just came along, but see, he told you through another story. When you read the first line, you thought it was just by him falling. It was purpose. I had to divide the two. Come on back to the 38th chapter. We want the 38th chapter of the book of Bereshit. I try to tell you, it's more to what people are thinking. But why would you look? You're not supposed to. You just heard a story about one boy being older than the other boy, and the elder got drove out. Go figure. Listen. 38, 29.
Yes, sir.
Listen.
But it came about as he drew back his hand, that behold, his ox came out.
That's what he did.
Then
Yahushua could have came out, but he put his hand back. Listen.
Then she said, what a breach you have made for yourself.
See that? That's what she let Adam. That we learned about Adam. You know what? You just made a breach for yourself. You just made a violation. Huh? You know, you let him know. A foul at Yahushua is a foul at me. And he let him know. See that pretty good looking guy here? This Yahushua. Listen.
So he was Kara, his Shem, Paratz.
Why? Go ahead.
Afterward, his ox came out, who had the scarlet thread on his hand, and he was Kara, the Shem, Zarak.
Oh, he was called Kum?
Zarak.
See that? See that? Now you tell me, which one gonna be more fitting?
Zarak.
Zarak gonna be more fitting, based off of the situation. And I'm only doing this based off of people say, well, it say Kum. Now, this is what I told y'all. When these people write it, y'all gotta remember something. These people are going back and they're trying to recreate a story, but you have to understand the discipline. You have to understand the relationship. Kum will be fine because you're saying rise, but we want to use a word that puts us more into what's practical based upon the situation. Y'all got it? Hope you got 22:28 right quick. 22:26. Yasakak. And that would be Yahuwah strengthens. Yasakak. Yakazakal, I'm sorry. Yakazakal. I'm trying to. Elohim strengthen. Yahuwah strengthen. Elohim. Yahuwah strengthen. Yakazakal. Why I say Yasakal? That's he laughed. 22:26. Yeah, I hope y'all don't make no mistake. I'll make you get up here and sing it. Make you make up some, I made a mistake. Mistake. Way more than preacher. Listen, your God's a call 22, 26. Listen.
Her Kohanim have violated my Torah.
Y'all hear what it said? Her Kohanim have violated my Torah.
And have profaned my Q'dash things.
Mm-hmm. And have profaned my Q'dash things.
They have not divided between the Q'dash and the profane.
See that? You ain't going to believe it. Listen.
And they have not taught between the unclean and the clean.
They hadn't done that. Listen.
And they hide their from my Shabbats.
See that? And they hid their from my Shabbat.
And I am profaned among them.
Y'all see that? Grotesque. Listen.
Her Sarim within her are like wolves tearing the prey.
Y'all see that? He said they're like wolves. And we tell what the wolves do. They'll devour before the morning.
That's right.
Ain't that right? He said they're like wolves. Ain't that right? They devour the prey. Listen.
To shed dam and to destroy Kai in order to gain the unjust gain.
See that? He said that's what they do. They destroy Kai just so they can gain the unjust gain. Listen.
Her Nabaim have daubed themselves with slime, seeing empty kazun and divining kazab for them, saying,
I think another one talk like untempered mortar. Ain't that right? They'll tell the untempered mortar. It's not mixed properly where it can stand the whole. They will understand that. That's why when Nakum Yah went to put the wall back, they told him, well, if you put it back, a fox run, it'll tear it down, because they knew about structure, how things structurally had to be sound. These people were builders. Everybody knew what they had to take to put a wall. Wall was for defense. If y'all look, you will watch like, I don't know if y'all ever watched years ago, they would show you like the old English medieval time. They'll be in the castle. They'll be fighting. They'll fight up from the rampart from the top. They look at the defense. They'll look at when the wall. They'll pull up the bridge. Pull up the bridge so they can't get in. And they use the whole castle as a defense. They built it as a defense as well as beauty. From the top of it, they could shoot. They could see. And out of the windows. So they looked at. They built it not only for beauty. They built it for a defense. You ain't gonna believe it. That's what he did when he gave Yahushua. He built it for a defense too. He wasn't just for beauty. Okay. Listen.
Saying, thus says my Adon Yahuwah, when Yahuwah has not spoken.
See that? He said, I didn't say nothing. What happened?
The arm of the land have used oppression and practiced robbery, and they have wronged the poor and needy, and have oppressed the sojourner without sadat.
See that? The stranger. They done oppressed them. Listen.
I sought among them in Ish.
I sought for among them an Ish.
To wall up the wall.
So that to wall up the wall.
And to stand in the gap before me for the land.
So that?
I would not destroy it, but I found not.
Guess what whole time he was trying to show off? You got a breach. He kept trying to let know the fires were down. The whole time. If I kept telling you had a breach. And guess what they also told us? You just told you violated the Torah. The only way you can have a breach is you violate it. That's a violation. So he kept telling what he was looking for. He was trying to get a man get away the violation. See, talking about what we kept saying. Stand the gap. Stand the gap. I'm trying to tell you you had violated.
Wow. Yeah.
See, it's all about how you look. You think so? How many? We all knew that, didn't it? Looking for a man. Stand the gap. Gotta be in the gap. Gotta get something. Son, I was trying to tell you it was a breach.
Right.
This is what she told him. This is a violation against the Torah. And what he kept telling you about the Kohanim, that they had violated
the Torah.
See how it makes it? It made sense when they heard that there was a breach. What you think they knew? He's telling us that we violated the Torah. So we need a man. We needed somebody to come. Y'all see what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
So these are the things we try to look at. We started telling them about sacrifice and offering for sin, which are offered by the Torah. He didn't have no pleasure.
Right.
Then said I,
Lo,
I come.
in the volume of the book.
It is written to me.
To do the will.
Therefore, he took it away. Stop.
Establish the second.
Stop. What you gonna correlate that with? Hands
Adam.
quick. Y'all gotta think. He just told you, Adam. See how it makes sense? Y'all read it, but now it makes sense.
That's right.
What he told you had to do though.
Take away the first.
That's how to get rid of Adam. That's the only way I could do it. Because that was your breach, your violation.
Right.
Well, now you can see why he told you through Adam all did what?
Fail.
Sin.
Sin.
Violated the Torah. So what I got to do?
Establish the second.
I got to take away the first so I can establish the second.
All right.
Okay, let's go with the marriage. How can you get another wife?
Divorce. Death.
First one got to be moved. Now you can see why he told you also have become dead so that you can marry another one. Yeah. You see what happened? Yeah. I had to take away the violation because you had a breach. Now y'all see how, does that help you understand it better?
Yes, sir.
So people just go, he take away the first, stab the second, by which way you sending? You don't know what you're talking about. You don't really understand it unless you understand what happened to Gun. You understand Pharez and Zerah. You understand? You got to understand Yasakar and you got to understand Ishmael.
Right.
That's the only way it's going to make sense.
Yeah.
And with Ishmael, if you look at it, he didn't even have her by his wife. If I go have a baby outside my wife, what that going to be?
Dope.
Tension. That man said tension. Now I release that tension. Come on, man, get on. That's a violation. Yeah, there ain't no tension. I release that tension. That man said, tension? Yeah. Next month. Let them next month go to tension. No. But you see what I'm saying? If you actually look, that's outside the Torah. Right? So now it makes sense. Now you took away the violation. So a lot of these things start, this is what you have to remember, y'all. It's got to make sense. This is why y'all transformation doesn't happen to y'all for salvation. Why you don't receive it and why it's hard for you to receive it. Because you don't understand how he worked. That was the whole purpose of trying to show you how he malakah. I need to show you my art, my skill, how I work. Because I know what I'm doing. I ain't talking about me. You got to, because think about it. How you say, because God gave his only son. What is that? He came and he died for my sins. And I was baptized in his name and then I'm saved and waiting on the Holy Ghost. You have no idea what you're talking about, do you? Because you see why I told you why you need to know how the Torah works? Because you don't know. So how could you possibly be saved? Well, I don't know about all that. I just know I'm saved. No, you don't. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't mean, why would he say they all need to be taught of me? So you understand that he purposely set a breach up. So that's why you need it. So do I need Kum or do I need what's his name? Zerah. Because Zerah took away the breach. He filled in the breach. Y'all got it? That's what he was looking for. I was looking for Kum. Y'all got what I'm saying? Yes, sir. That's what we're going to do when he comes. Y'all got it? So we started looking at how things are going to work and operate, or not necessarily. Then we got to look at things differently. Let's look at something right quick. 1 Corinthians chapter 15. How about that? 1 Corinthians chapter 15. Y'all want me to just start bringing some notes? Do this? I mean, because we can be through with this. We could have been done. Because once you get on that thing, it said DN. That's what I write was mine. I put DN down there. That's it. So I said some style record. I said, everything be playing. I said, that's it right there. Yeah, I got some stuff. It be short. I said, yeah. I said, yeah.
Has been Zerah or Kum from the moot.
What does this say? Does it say Zerah or it say Kum?
It says Kum.
It said Kum?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So he done